Hey coach, I'm Hannah, and in this video, I'm going to be pulling back the curtains and showing you the exact marketing funnel that has helped our clients create more than $700,000 in revenue this year alone. And the money is amazing. And why I'm really sharing this with you though, is because especially as female entrepreneurs, no one shows us how to actually remove ourselves from the tiring day-to-day tasks that need to get done in order to scale a business and live in our feminine energy and lead with our creativity and be in flow. And when I sought this path for myself, leading with my feminine energy and getting the right systems, structures, and team in place to support me, magic has happened. It's been possible. The law of attraction is magnetizing even more. I've been able to buy my dream house in Mexico. I'm working less than 4 days a week, and my husband, my dog, and I are taking more off the grid vacations than ever, truly leaving the laptop behind, for real. And I'm getting to pay a team of experts, people I genuinely love and are sending love notes to me all of the time, in the overflow of what the business revenue generates. This is all coming a place of first being taken care of, being in a receptive mode, and then stepping into that divine feminine in a really big and spacious way. So the results aren't just happening over here for me, they're also amplifying our clients' businesses. So I want to take you into the office and show you all of that right now. All of this has been made possible by the feminine marketing funnel. So if you are someone who is just feeling like you're stuck, you've done so many things. You've hired the mentors, you've gone to the masterminds, and you've put yourself out there in a lot of different marketing strategies. You've tried podcasting, you've done the DMs, you've hired VAs, you've done live events, virtual events, you've gone live, you've tried the platforms, you've focused just on your energy. Like, I know what it's like to just test and test and test. And if you are someone who's feeling like, isn't there a better way? Your intuition is right. There is a better way. And I'm so glad we have met because I am excited to show you exactly how we're getting these results. And my intuition was piqued when I got this specific text message from our client, Leslie. Leslie was someone who has a high ticket coaching program and had relied on a lot of word of mouth and referrals. She'd worked her existing network pretty well, that people had worked with her or sent her people, and she was starting to run out of people to just reach out to. She was getting lower and lower engagement on her posts and her emails, and she knew it was time to make a quantum leap. And if you're someone too who's like, okay, I know a lot. It's not that I need to like learn more about business or marketing. I just need to step into a new level of embodiment or a new level of receiving. Then I'm so glad you're here yet again, because Leslie was in that same position. She had so many ideas. Her vision board was booming with things that she could do in the business, like host a retreat. But she was so focused. She was still stuck on lead generation until we started working together. And as you can see, this is a random text message, like 50K a month, done. I'm on to the next thing. I'm hosting a retreat. This is what's possible when we get the structure and the systems and the team in place for you to live in your zone of genius. And working together with Leslie, we were able to hit record numbers, see multiple clients enrolled in a day, and grow her audience. As you can see, she doesn't just have 3,400 friends, family, old colleagues, but create a new audience for her to be selling to and talking to and giving value to on the regular. Okay. And when we put all of the puzzle pieces of this funnel together, she went from 10K months to these 50K months. And she was able to do things like buy a lake house, adopt a dog, and even put together her TED Talk. So she had plenty of personal time. She wasn't just relying on referrals, and she actually had a new audience of supporters ready to take action. So a lot of her close clients were not, or her new clients didn't feel like they were forced. They felt like close people to her. And this is what happens when you show up in your zone of genius and you just focus on what you are here to do: coach, sell, host retreats. Because with our strategy, you really just show up and enroll. And I know that can sound too good to be true, so I'm going to show you exactly how that works. But I do want to tell you a little bit more about me since we are just getting to know each other. You can call me Hannah. And I was a business coach for several years until I decided to stop running my own coaching business in 2020 because honestly, it was a stressful life being a business coach. And I've been in that, right? That feast and famine churn sort of place that I know a lot of coaches experience where you have good months and then really scarce months. So I knew that there had to be a better way. And I actually was in a live workshop with some other men that I work with. I've been able to do marketing and branding inside of 7-figure coaching businesses that you can see here. And I had this download at one of their events for a better way, for a more relationship-based funnel. And so what I did in starting to build that funnel was first remove all of the energy leaks that get in the way of coaches. Having worked with them for years, I knew some of the frustrations as far as learning how to be a copywriter and learning how to show up on camera and learning how to translate your coaching wisdom into marketing language. Like I knew that really well. So I plugged all of those leaks. And one of the things that I did was actually leave social media for about a year because that was a huge energy leak for me, right? If you also have been living in this coaching world, you know how much of a drain showing up, being on social media can be. But what I realized is that there's so much more reach if we can install growth on social media in alignment with our feminine marketing funnel. This is when we get past 200K a year, which is a hustle. I know it's a lot. And moving beyond 20K months into 50K months truly is a life transformation. And so this is where both growth and the feminine marketing funnel, I'm showing you all of it here today. So again, now we're doing all of this without overworking, without selling our soul, and without resorting to what I call bro tactics. So I'm now able to wake up to calls booked, truly, and I'm not documenting my life on social media. I am supported by this world-class team, and we've broken past that 200K plateau. So if you are with me still, right, why aren't more people finding me is probably a question you're asking. Or then if they are finding you, like, what's wrong with my message? And if you're stuck in this question of how can I manifest more clients this month, then it's time to set down the old ways, set down the heavy and hard. That's just the universe's way of saying, not this way, not these questions. Quit asking these questions. As a queen CEO, it's time to plug the energy leaks so that you can win back the mental real estate and true like brilliance that you have when you're in alignment. So our funnel helps you plug all of these leaks from audience, not having an audience, not having the right audience, and strategy is number 2 here. So maybe again, you've taken your coach's advice, you've plugged things in, but how do we find an aligned strategy that works reliably, no matter if you're feeling like sunshine or not? Team, you know at this level in entrepreneurship that you can't do it all alone. And delegating might be a place that feels really heavy and hard because you might be hiring VAs who are hard to train or team members who come and go and aren't as reliable as you need them to be. And then mindset. We know that's a key piece of this. But again, when we're asking the wrong questions, like how do I manifest more clients this week? Instead of asking questions that actually expand our mindset, like what gifts can I share this month? Who else can benefit from my work, right? We start diversifying our mindset instead of just asking lead generation questions. We get back into our zone of genius. I know marketing is not your thing. It's okay. You're here to coach, teach, and lead. And when we plug all of these leaks, as the funnel will, you win back so much mental real estate, which is priceless for us as female entrepreneurs. Our brains are thinking about laundry and dinner and pickup, and then also lead generation and marketing and launches and sales pages and lead magnets. And oh my gosh, there's so much noise in our brains. And when we can have a system, delegate some of this, then we win back our energy, our ability to create new ideas, our ability to receive those downloads from source, to actually have a deep meditation practice. This is what I want back for you, mental real estate. So as Queen CEOs, we get to do better. Like I said, it's time to ask new questions. It's time to quantum leap. Put your crown on, get your pens out, because I'm going to walk you through the feminine marketing funnel now, and you can start implementing immediately. This is the breakdown. So as you can see over here on the right, every funnel is going to work with real people at the top and moving them down into enrollment. Now, I want you to remember that this is the structure to catch them all, okay, to catch everyone. But there will be people who just hear of you as a real person and run to enrollment, right? And there might be people who go through just 2 steps of this and then enroll with you. But based on human psychology, we want to make sure that we have all of these touch points in place for that reliable business model that you don't have to question, second guess, or be changing every single quarter. So here's the structure. At the top is connecting, probably nothing new to you. This is where we want you to share your personal brand and value, real solutions to people's real problems. So this can be done on social media, email, website. We'll talk about picking platforms in a minute. Then you want to engage with people, okay? So just like if you have a first date, it's about setting the date, you connect with someone, and then you engage, right? And so this is about building relationships, and not just relationships that are like, work with me, but genuine two-way relationships are key in this day and age of business and marketing. Gone are the convincing ways, and in are the solving ways. So this is where we actually give them value, not bait and switch. And then offering. This is one of our unique mechanisms as part of the feminine marketing funnel, which is about giving you the opportunity as the Queen CEO and coach to actually demonstrate your magic, to actually give people a transformation even before they work with you. Because there's more and more people putting out courses and information. Okay, we have plenty of information, but how do we actually inspire people to work with us as coaches? It's not the info, it's the experience, it's the transformation. So let's start leading with that and offering our magic even before they become clients. Show them that transformation so that then you can serve, you can sell honestly. And we're going to talk about ways that selling shouldn't feel like selling anymore. Because when going through the feminine marketing funnel, we're establishing what we call pull marketing. People are drawn in, they're making micro agreements. It's becoming their idea to do what you want them to. So you get to shift out of that, pushing your message out there, convincing people, forcing, feeling like, come on, work. We know that energy is not helpful, especially with the law of attraction. So this whole feminine marketing funnel sets you up to pull people in, to let them opt in and flow through into enrollment and working with you. So let's break it down. Remember, people can come out of any single step and go into enrollment from this funnel, but we want to make sure you have all the pieces. So connecting is all about attracting attention. And with this step alone, you won't just have to rely on referrals anymore. But we can learn a lot from what referrals or word of mouth has done for you in the past. It means people already have some know, like, and trust built around you. They already feel like, yeah, okay, if so-and-so referred, I'll definitely work with Hannah. So we want to be able to amplify and magnify that even more. So first and foremost, we align your energy with your ideal clients. We use your human design profile, our market research, and our team of expert content creators to hone an aligned personal brand and content that your ideal clients are actually looking for. We crawl all up into your life, your voice, your business, and embody what it is that makes you unique by writing the content for you, by writing the emails, all based on your personal life and your human design. Then we pick a platform that your ideal clients are on. So we're going to turn one platform, whether it's your LinkedIn, your website, social media, whatever we identify as being the most profitable for you. We're going to turn one of your platforms into a landing page with value-driven content that aligns with your soul, that aligns with who you and only you are, and that your market is looking for. So all you need is to record, copy, paste, approve, say, yes, this is me to the content that we give you. So you don't have to spend your time worried about unpredictable algorithms to grow your business. Then we automate the process of reaching your audience and ensuring that new people are coming into your personal brand around the clock by leveraging real people, and some ads if that aligns with what we discover in our market research and where your ideal clients are hanging out. So again, once you have this in place, you're going to have a lot of people coming into your world every day. So you never have to rely on trying to go viral or knowing what to say next or, again, hacking the algorithm. So then step 2 is all about engaging these people that are coming into your world, right? So if you have people that are just not taking the actions that you want them to from your marketing efforts, then you're wasting a lot of your precious energy by putting yourself out there, doing the work, recording the videos, podcasting, all those things, like I said. And some people will start to become curious, but how do we get them to actually book the calls? This is where we engage with them and we start conversations so that you are active and actually building those relationships that we talked about. So we do this process for you with real people that we like to call appointment setters. And I don't mean $7 VAs that you're used to. Our appointment setters and our nurture specialists are specifically trained to diagnose problems your leads are facing and position you as the solution. And they will do this in back and forth engagement on that platform that we choose for you, whether it's LinkedIn, email, or somewhere else. And these folks, truly, they have experience. We only work with coaches. We only work with transformational leaders. So they are skilled in the art of sales conversations and appointment setting. And as you can see here, you show up to calls booked on your calendar. We'll also be funneling them into more intimate places like your email list because it's the only place that you own. It's bolded here because we are committed to helping you grow your email list, not just DMs, right? So you get to quote unquote be active and talk to as many people on social media or on your platform as possible. But again, it's not you. We are doing this process for you. So now that we are talking about engaging your audience, let's talk a little bit more about what value and like what are the things that we can actually like build a relationship with. So we will also be prompting you to create sales assets. These are like problem-solving lead magnets, much like this video right here that you're seeing, that people actually want, right? So over here, you can see we're offering things like demonstrations. So we have this free community for Nicole, and over here for Brooke, we have a breathwork event. And this again is where you actually share your unique brilliance. And this is the game changer that's helped our clients create over $500,000 in revenue this year. So let's dive more into what these demonstrations look like when you offer, okay? Offering a very feminine way to do this again. So when we offer things like a webinar or free value, things you might have done in the past, but with a bit of a different energy, this is what we're talking about. We're asking people to say yes by giving them real solutions and transformations. Like I said, this isn't the bait and switch, like come to my webinar and then really it's a sales pitch. Okay, these are things like true events, like where people experience a breakthrough, oftentimes the breakthrough being, oh my gosh, I need to hire her. Oh my gosh, I want to work with her, right? And so plugging this into the feminine marketing funnel is a game changer because you don't want to put call to actions out there like join now or buy this, because you want people to take action and work with you, but you don't want to convince them. And then what happens? Okay, I see this like pendulum swing all the time where it's like, okay, I don't want to say join now, buy now, so I'm just going to post inspiring quotes. Also too far on the pendulum, right? So stop using sleazy tactics like discounts or consultation calls. You actually want to care about your people and actually give them regular solutions, because this will create something called the reciprocity bias. And this is where you give them value, you give them an experience, and then they want more. They come with that open giving sort of heart, and they book calls with you, and you start to see much easier enrollments, which we're going to talk about next. So you don't even have to seek this conversation because they're naturally going to feel like they want to reciprocate your kindness. Of course, I want to keep moving forward. She just gave me so much in this demonstration. So get people to say yes to you while coming across as someone with goodwill, being in integrity, and feeling good about it by hosting a demonstration, letting people come in. And this is my zone of genius, is sort of the Don Draper effect of telling you, like, how do we position this? What is the event? What transformation can you deliver in a short or evergreen time that people feel like, oh my gosh, yes, thank you, more please from you. because then we get to show up and sell honestly. Okay, I know you want to be in integrity, but all the bro marketers are going to tell you, go for the no, convince them, problem, agitate, solve, so that people feel enough pain that they work for you. But the law of attraction doesn't love that. And where smart consumers and the universe and astrology and where the world is going, we are no longer going to be able to rely on just making people feel bad enough to work with us. So you're not going to be convincing people. You're going to already have had all of this value, all of this relationship built up so that you are getting on enrollment calls with people who are already pretty sure they want to work with you. And if you did everything right from step 1 to here, then you should be having lots of sales calls in an honest, receptive sort of way. Again, pulling them in, being in your receptive energy. So you won't have to sweat about closing deals anymore or feeling like enrollment calls are sleazy or uncomfortable, because again, people will know everything they need to know, possibly even the price, and everything that we can give them in these first 3 pieces of the funnel to make sure that you show up to aligned, inspired, full body yes types of sales calls. This is what's possible when you put all of the puzzle pieces together and you show up in integrity with your unique energy and brilliance. You get to start seeing consistent 50K and beyond months. So if all of this is sounding amazing and you are ready to implement, then you really have 2 options. The first option is for those of you who are not in a big hurry and you're not currently overwhelmed by the daily coaching tasks or the marketing plan, and you're not really worried about who to hire next in your business. Then you have the perfect opportunity to go ahead and get started doing this yourself and start to host some demonstrations. But if you are someone who needs to scale like yesterday and you would love your life back, then I have opened up some strategy sessions. Now, honestly, I usually just do strategy sessions with our paying clients. But because I know how well this works and how important your message is, if you're still with me, you can go ahead and apply for one of these strategy sessions. And you'll talk to either me or someone from my team who's helped our clients go to $500,000 in revenue this year alone. But please only book this call if you're serious about implementing, growing, and getting into your zone of genius. Because like I said, we take our due diligence, our best energy, and our zone of genius into these sessions. So if that is you and you are ready, then click the link below and let's connect.